What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Teddy Santis New Balance 990 V3 in this Incense and Marblehead colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Soul Savvy. Soul Savvy is a membership-based community of like-minded, passionate sneakerheads with a genuine true love for sneakers. And as a member of Soul Savvy, they give you the information, the tools, and the resources you need to be able to buy the shoes that you want for retail. So I've been a member of Soul Savvy for years now, pretty much since they started a few years back. And as a member, they give me tools such as add to cart links, sneaker monitors, training sessions for big sneaker releases, a member-only store where they sell shoes only for retail, and most recently they introduced something called Soul Savvy Assist, which is a Chrome plugin, and it autofills your information, your credit card, all that stuff, so all that's left for you to do on the sneaker website is click buy now. So if you guys are interested to learn more about Soul Savvy and potentially become a member, I'll add a link down below, so be sure to check that out. So here in my hand is probably the most requested review I've been getting in a long time. Last year, Teddy Santis, the founder of Aime Leon Dore, he was named the creative director for New Balance's Made in USA line, and most recently on April 28th, they finally released his first collection consisting of 3 different shoes and a bunch of Made in USA apparel. So this 990 V3 retailed for a price of $200 US or 250 Canadian dollars. The colorway is of course Incense and Marblehead, and the style code for the shoe is M990TG3. And alongside the V3, they also dropped a V1 and a V2, all in the same color scheme, and the whole color scheme is inspired by the OG colorway of the New Balance 996. So of the 3 pairs that released, this V3 was arguably the most popular. It seemed like this one sold out the fastest, followed by the V2, and then the V1 sort of sat a little bit, but eventually I think it sold out in pretty much all the websites as well. And with all the success that Aime Leon Dore has been realizing in the past few years, and especially their New Balance collaborations, it's no surprise to me at least that this debut collection with Teddy Santis sold out this quickly. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box. And unlike the typical gray cardboard box, I'm not sure if this is specifically just for the Teddy Santis collection, or if all the Made in USA shoes are going to have this box going forward. But as you can tell, in true Teddy form, this box is primarily done in this cream color, and we have this oversized retro New Balance logo on the top in red. As for the shoe itself, of course this is a Made in USA New Balance pair, and I gotta say my first impression was that the quality of the materials was absolutely amazing. So diving straight into the details, the base layer of the shoe on the toe box, this is covered in this khaki colored mesh, and overlaid on either side and the middle, we have a very buttery tan colored suede. Right at the edge of the toe box, we have this hit of reflective 3M, and then surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, we have a very hairy gray colored suede. This same long-haired pig suede covers the entire mid panel of the shoe, and the top 2 eyelets are constructed out of this gray colored TPU. Stitched on the middle on both sides, we have the New Balance N logo, which is done in this reflective 3M finish, and it's outlined with this white reflective 3M on the edges. And then moving downwards, we have more of that same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe cap, and we have another overlay of this khaki colored suede. Moving downwards, surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have more of that hairy suede, and pressed on the lateral side only, we have 990 branding. Surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have this gray colored TPU heel clip, and this gives you added structure and support for the back end of the shoe. And above this in the middle, we have this tan colored nubuck which is perforated, and in the middle we have this square New Balance branding. And at the very top of the heel we have another hit of reflective material, and this is done in this dark gray finish, and pressed on it's a little bit hard to see, but we have Made in USA branding. For the laces, so these come with 2 different lace options. The standard default lace is a flat white colored lace, but they also give you a secondary cream colored lace as well. Underneath this, the tongue is primarily constructed out of that same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box, and on the top we have this nylon overlay in dark gray, along with New Balance USA branding pressed on in this red finish. As for the insoles, these come with a very well padded foam lined insole. It's finished in this cream color on the very top, and on the heel we have this brand new New Balance branding, which is done in a much more elegant style, and this is pressed on in this black color. So the upper of the 990 V3 sits atop this full length absorbed foam midsole. The midsole is primarily painted in this off-white or sail color, and underneath the heel we have an end cap wedge, which is done in this darker cream color. An end cap, for those who aren't familiar with it, is a New Balance technology which consists of a dual density foam, basically a softer EVA core surrounded by a stiffer polyurethane rim, and this gives you a good balance of support and cushioning. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, the outsole here is just your classic 990 V3 outsole, so this is done in a combination of dark gray and light gray colored rubber. We have these flex grooves on the forefoot to give you added flexibility, along with this diamond-shaped traction pattern on the forefoot. And in the middle, we have this carbon fiber shank plate, which helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these 990 V3s. And for those wondering about sizing, To me, these fit like most of my other 990 V3s, so personally, I prefer to go a half size down to give me a nice snug fit. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I wear a 9.5 in New Balance models like the 990 V3, V4, V5, the 992, most of my 550s, along with the 998. And in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in other New Balance models like the 990 V2, the 997, along with a lot of my made in UK models like the 991, the 1500, and the 1530. So long story short, if you want to play it safe or if you have really wide feet, stick true to size, but if you like more of a snug one-to-one fit, you can definitely go a half size down as well. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so I personally love the feeling of the 990 V3 on feet. It gives me that perfect balance of softness and squishiness while being supportive, and it's a shoe I honestly can wear for many hours in a day without feeling pain or fatigue in the arches of my feet. So when people ask me for recommendations for very comfortable shoes, I always point them to the 990 V3. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so I gotta say the material quality was absolutely amazing. New Balance typically has already very good quality in their older made in USA pairs, but I feel like for this Teddy Santis collection, they stepped it up even more. Honestly, all the different suedes that they use on this shoe, it really feels like a very high quality product. And similarly, from an overall build and craftsmanship standpoint, my pair didn't have any flaws at all that I could see, so I thought New Balance and Teddy Santis did an amazing job with the execution. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. So I believe there's supposed to be 16 pairs in this Teddy Santis New Balance Made in USA collection. And while we haven't had a clear shot of all 16 pairs, if this debut set is any indication, we're set for a very amazing but very expensive year for New Balance Made in USA. I think all 3 pairs in this set were very beautifully done, but I like the complexity of the design of the V3, and I think adopting these materials like the hairy suede in contrast with the mesh and the flatter suede, it worked really well on this silhouette. For anyone that's watching that struck out, I wouldn't be surprised if prices trickle down a little bit in the future. I know a lot of people that are more New Balance casual fans, they also pick these up just because of the hype surrounding Teddy Santis. But don't quote me on this, but I would not be surprised if some of those people started offloading these pairs as we move on further down in the year and more hype releases come up. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this 990 V3 with Teddy Santis and New Balance. What are your overall thoughts on this specific colorway? And between the V1, V2, and V3, how would you rank them from best to worst? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Another big shout out goes out to Soul Savvy, the sponsor for today's video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.